don't. You're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
All right. Welcome back to Sean's show. Guys, it's episode 58. I'm here with my brand new producer, Mitch.
Hello, everyone.
Introduce yourself, Mitch.
I'm Mitch. I'm the producer on the show. Very grateful to be here off the debate. Very exciting stuff.
It was an exciting debate. Before the show, Mitch was like, "Can I say the N-word?"
No, I didn't say that. That's not true.
No, that's not what he said.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw you. I just threw you under the bus immediately.
Lies immediately.
Of course, we're talking about narwhal.
Narwhal?
Yeah.
What are you talking
that was
about?
the N-word.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, you know what? Change takes time, guys. But no, I met Mitch on Craigslist, as all good friendships start.
Right. All natural friendships start on Craigslist.
See, most artists they meet are their collaborators through their friends and organically. Yeah. But I think my autism is too high.
Right.
I think, and I do lean into the autism thing too much. I'm not even diagnosed.
Right.
I'm kind of like stealing valor.
Yeah.
From that. Have you ever met someone that's really autistic?
Yeah, with like the screaming and stuff.
You can tell. Screaming,
like the drooling and screaming.
All right, is that really true?
Well, I mean, there's a spectrum, right? Like if you go all the way to one side,
yeah,
that's
you can tell. You can tell when someone actually has it.
Right.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
we
don't know.
I don't drool. We're like the same guy. You have toothpaste on your jeans. I have toothpaste on my.
Don't look at my jeans.
I was actually astounded. Like I feel like we're like the same. You're also a Christian guy that looks Jewish.
Yes,
we're like the same guy.
Right. I was trying to figure out. I was like, did he swear ever in our conversation? How Christian are you?
I'm pretty. I was raised Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
And I'll put it to you this way. I had a priest who taught me the value of sucking and fucking.
Okay. Rock and roll.
No, I was not assaulted by a priest.
Okay.
But
Good.
Anyway, introduce yourself to the listeners, Mitch. I understand you used to produce rappers.
Yeah, I still produce rappers a little bit. That's sort of my thing, music production stuff. But I also had a podcast with Nick Viagas. He's a great New York comedian. Check him out. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really that interesting about me.
Where are you from? You're from?
I'm from Albany. We also grew up Christian, but more evangelical.
So really?
Like rock and roll.
I didn't know that.
Christian, yeah.
Like you were like actually a fundamentalist?
Yeah.
Were you a
much.
Creationist?
I mean, like I wasn't going to schools and being like blasphemy, this evolution stuff. I was a kid,
Yeah.
But
my neighbor was a creationist growing up.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
He believed the earth was 6,000 years old.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
It's clearly 7,000.
Yeah.
The Bible got that wrong.
Yeah.
You would always say the earth's 6,000 years old. I go, it's actually closer to 9.
Yeah. Like it's obvious if you have your carbon dating machine.
I would bring up, but he would beat me in the debate. Speaking of debates, we're going to talk about the debate. But I would debate him. We would like skateboard around each other in our driveway, in our third friend's driveway.
Rad.
And I would be on a scooter and he'd be on a skateboard.
Oh.
Or no, I'd be on a skateboard because I was kind of like cooler.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say that's why you lost the debate.
I was on scooter, which, he immediately clocked me as a beta male.
Yeah.
He was on a rock and roll Jesus Christ skateboard.
Yeah.
And we'd circle around and I would be like, what about carbon dating? What about the evidence that even like mere rocks are older than 6,000 years old? Yeah. How do you explain that? And he would have all these talking points about carbon dating. He'd be like, well, carbon dating is largely unfounded science.
Yeah.
And it's largely been disproven by science scholars across the world.
Yeah.
And I was like in 8th grade, so I didn't have anything to retort that.
Right.
If I could go back in time, I would have called him a little bitch and to suck my dick.
Little fake science bitch.
Yeah, I'll call him a little fake science bitch. I go, but
that was always like a narrative in evangelical Christian stuff. It's like the kid who like I was an atheist and I lost the the debate about God. And it really made me think, man. You know what I mean?
Like ex-atheists would show up
Yeah.
to like talk about their their finding of Christ.
Christian Science people. Yeah, they would show up and be like, I used to be an atheist. I was the strongest atheist. I knew all the science, man.
He's coming in like a ex drug user.
Right.
You know how the ex drug users come in, they're like, man, I got into all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah.
I was on those streets.
Yeah, the streets of the science community. Yeah.
Homies up and down the block, Darwin.
Yeah. But that was an interesting thing, man.
How do they vote? They vote red.
Yeah, it is interesting that the commitment to being Republican as Christians. It seems kind of, I don't know, I guess that was a big thing with the debate, like the abortion thing. I mean, nobody really, it's hard. I'm surprised people get so excited about getting an abortion. I mean, it's a rough, I mean, I know people that have gotten abortions. It's always pretty sad, but
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, people should have the right to get abortions. Like, you know, like I looked it up. I didn't know this. After the repeal of Roe v. Wade, Alabama, like even if you get raped or incest, you can't get an abortion. It's kind of insane.
In Alabama?
Yeah. That's like the worst example.
I don't know why I'm smiling.
Yeah.
I feel, Mitch, I really hope you don't think I'm a psychopath.
I don't know you though.
That's exactly what a psychopath would say. Yesterday, we have to talk about this story too, about Mitch and I were at the diner yesterday, and I told him about the story about the Olympic athlete,
right,
who was set on fire.
Yeah.
Her, I guess, boyfriend doused her with gas and set her on fire.
Yeah.
And I told Mitch the story, and I was smiling as I told it to him. And I feel like it maybe came off as like scary.
See, this is the autism we have to work on. It's hilarious, guys, to try to kill somebody with gasoline. It's like,
Mitch is actually my therapist.
It's like a Wile E. Coyote way to try to kill somebody.
It is a cartoon death.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny. Yeah. I'm not trying to say it was. And also, let's start there. There was an Olympic athlete from Uganda, an Olympic marathon runner who finished 44th. By the way, 44th. I don't know if she's exactly a winner.
Yeah, how are we going to qualify athlete here?
44th in the Olympic marathon. I could probably beat her. I've ran.
Yeah.
I'm a distance runner.
Oh, okay.
I ran. Maybe if she ran faster, she wouldn't have gotten set on fire.
Right.
Okay. No, it's my girlfriend was really upset about this story, and she was like, Sean, did you see this story? It's crazy. This Olympic athlete, this woman who dedicated her life to competition and sports and to victory and running. She goes, did you know this woman was set on fire by her husband? That's misogyny. And I was like, it's also murder.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a big thing that she missed, is that it's murder. It's murder.
It's misogyny on technicality. She's right in some sense. On technicality.
It is misogyny.
If a man kills a woman, it's like not a good look for guys.
It's not a good look for men. I'm not saying it is misogyny.
If that's the only story of the week, it's just
like it is misogyny, but also like that guy is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like that's just a bad human.
You just need to show your girlfriend a story of a guy who got his girlfriend a box of chocolates.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we need to go find a story of a woman setting a man on fire.
Well, that would be even better if you ask me.
I would go. I'd be like, well, actually, baby, I found this on Reddit. I found this on r/men's rights, on r/men's health.
Actually, guys are the ones being set on fire.
Actually, when a woman gets an abortion, it's the man that suffers the most. It's the man.
Why do you say that? As a joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all these are going to land.
No, it's cool.
You're going to find, Mitch, that 90% of what I say is insane.
I'm down for it, man.
But I forgot to do this. Follow show on Spotify.
Yes, please.
I'm supposed to say this at the top of the show.
Do something.
Follow the show on Spotify. I'm on seanreillycomedy.com. I'm on the road. I'm doing some headlining shows, so come out and buy some tickets. That was supposed to be at the top of the show, but let's get into it. The debates happened. Kamala Trump debates happened, and I watched it. I watched the whole thing because I know that you guys trust me to deliver you. I digest the world and you digest the world through me. It's sort of a centipede, human centipede kind of relationship where I digest the food, the debate, and then you digest it through me after I've digested it. And so you're kind of eating shit.
Right.
You're eating
It's a
media
beautiful
shit.
system.
And then when you digest it, you tell your friends about what you heard on Sean's show.
Right.
And so you're the third. Basically, the CNN, my mouth is attached to CNN's asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And then your mouth is attached to my asshole. And then your friends' mouths are attached to your asshole. And at the end of your asshole is a man from Haiti eating a cat.
Yeah, that was the best part by far.
That was the highlight.
And I thought it was really interesting. It was he said that right after Kamala was like, his rallies are boring, and he's like, I'll show you. It was right after she's like, hey, people are leaving early from the rallies. He's like, I'll show.
Yeah,
he knew he had to say some wild shit. He's like, listen, I just saw it on TV.
They're eating the dogs. His New Yorker came out. They're eating the dogs. Yeah. They're eating the cats.
Yeah. These immigrants.
And Kamala's reaction. Let's just watch it. Let's watch it. This is an insane video. If you haven't seen this, we're already living under a fucking rock. Okay, we're good to cut to the video. But let's find this here. Let's find the timestamp real quick. I think it was like around.
I don't know where it's in here. Let's see if it's. Should we check the comments? We're all full screen here.
I think it was before that. Let's look for when she's like smiling.
I mean, like the whole thing, right?
She's like, I remember like cutting through this, and she was like,
what's your guess?
I think that might be it. Maybe a minute beyond that.
Bringing inflation very wrongly. Gasoline.
Oh, you know what we could do? If you open the transcript.
Oh. Transcripts? Where is that?
On the right there.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Bear with us, yeah.
They're eating the dogs. I could just honestly do an impression of it.
They're eating the dogs.
If you just Control F, then we'll and type in dogs, we'll be able to. Oh, you're good. It's a
Command F.
Yeah, Apple F.
It's already there. Is there a way to bring up the full screen? All right, I'll find it. You take it.
Okay, thanks, dude. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to be more multimedia, and it's tough. But we're getting there, guys. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. My impression of the debate, I feel like Kamala won. I feel like I feel like she won. I feel like Trump really wasn't himself. Or what we could do is just Google the clip. That's probably someone's probably cut it up. But like throughout it's crazy. It was like throughout the debate, it was just like
what they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken and
what are you doing?
used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
The people are on television saying their dog was eaten by
Can you pause
the people that went there.
So even when they try to fact check him, they're like, he's like, they're eating the dogs. And the moderator goes, actually, we talked to the city manager. There's been no credible reports. And he's like, oh, yeah? Well, that's probably convenient that the city manager says that there's no dogs being eaten.
Yeah.
That's pretty convenient.
If I was the city manager, I would say there's no dogs being eaten.
Exactly. He's like attacking every angle.
Yeah.
He's like discrediting, like, because that to me is a pretty big rebuttal. You say that the Haitian immigrants are eating the dogs. And the moderator goes, we spoke with the city manager of Aurora or Springfield.
Yeah.
And they told us that there's been 0 police reports of what you are describing.
Yeah.
And he immediately goes, oh, yeah? Well, what's that city manager's name? What's his address? You know, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, if you were the city manager, would you be excited to share reports of pets being eaten in your city? Probably not.
No.
And 51% of America is down with that. Like, is on his side. Like, and again, I'm never going to vote. Have you ever voted?
I think I voted for Bernie in the primary.
My man, that's enough. That counts as not voting.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
A vote for Bernie, you threw away your vote.
In the primary, not necessarily, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, I think, I voted, I think I signed up to vote in front of a Trader Joe's once. I was like in high school and some guy was like, hey, sign up to vote. And I think I'm registered as a Republican on accident.
Yeah.
Like he was like, sign up to vote. And I was outside Trader Joe's.
And they just automatically sign you up as Republican outside Trader Joe's?
I think so. Like I was like, or like I was like, because I was trying to like, I was 18.
Yeah.
You know, We Are 18, the porn.
I don't know that porn.
Oh, yeah.
What happens in that porn?
We Are 18. You ever seen that porn?
No, do they fuck?
Yeah, they fuck.
Hell yeah.
I was 18 when I watched this porn, by the way. Judgy bitches.
Okay.
I was like that for voting. I was like, I'm 18.
Yeah.
Come fuck me.
But I search up on porn. I'm like, We Are 28.
No, I don't even watch porn.
Good for you, man.
No, that's a lie. I do.
Good for you.
I watch.
Good for you lying.
I watch it. I can't lie. I got to be honest. It's comedy. So that was the big highlight of the debate.
Of course.
The
most entertaining. I mean, like that's people love Trump because he's a entertaining guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that was the other part of the debate that was crazy is the we could probably take these off.
Yeah.
The other part that was crazy. Wow, see how much of a different energy is without the headphones? That's crazy.
It's crazy.
See, like now I could definitely tell you I don't watch porn and lie successfully.
It's hard to lie with the headphones.
It's hard to lie when you
hear your own voice.
My voice, you hear yourself.
Yeah, and you're like, no, I don't. I actually
no. I don't. Never watch porn. It's crazy. Like, also the other thing, Trump, like they were like, "What's your plan on healthcare, Trump?" And he goes, I don't have a plan. I have a concept of a plan."
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you like? He like was really off his game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was really off his game. And
I mean, that particular comment was, I kind of respect that. He's just like, listen, I would be the first one to beat Obamacare. You know me.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
He goes,
I don't know. I can't figure this one out.
He goes, look, I wanted to kill Obamacare. I wanted to kill Obamacare, but I kept it alive because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
He's like, don't get me wrong. I don't want anyone to have health care.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. Trump was going, Obamacare, it's trash. Yeah. I wanted to kill it. I wanted everyone to not get their medication, but I kept it alive because people wanted me to. I'm like, and look, have you been to Canada? I've been to Canada.
No, briefly, yeah.
Canada is worse than America in many ways. I think it's sterile. It's a like if you want to go live in what's it called? A futuristic city where there's no problem, metropolis, like Atlantis, like a city where there's no crime.
Yeah.
You can go live in Vancouver, but you're gonna kill yourself because there's nothing going on there. It's like a fake city. It's a fake country. Canada's a fake country.
Yeah.
Like it's like I've done a lot of comedy there, and yes, you can go to the ER, and you don't have to worry about lying about your identity before you get a surgery.
Yeah.
But there's no punk scene. There's no rock and roll. There's no rap.
Right.
Except for Drake. All the rappers are pedophiles.
Yeah. What's good free surgery when there's no rap? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why am I even alive? Why am I even alive? If I'm like,
yeah, you're gonna fix my heart, but then I can't listen to rap.
They don't even fix your heart. In Canada, it's 6 months. It takes 6 months to get a serious surgery.
Yeah.
Like if you want a biopsy on your tumor. And look, I don't know. I don't actually, I mean, like I'm probably spreading misinformation right now. Like this is probably all not true.
That's fine.
About Canada. But like, no, it's like people say that about Canada. It's like you can go in and you don't have medical debt is not a thing in Canada, which is cool, but it takes a while for the surgeries. So it's just it's just trade-offs. It's a lot of trade-offs. And I don't know. It's to me, I mean, American healthcare is fucked up, but I just think that like in a nutshell, I think Kamala won the debate. I think on healthcare, on vibes, I think on vibes she won.
Yeah.
You know, I think that like I'm not going to vote. That's what I was trying to get back to. I've never voted. I'm never going to vote because I don't need to. My rights are not being like threatened.
Yeah.
You
also,
know?
we're in New York. It's like, it's going to
be Kamala.
Yeah, it's going to be Kamala.
Yeah. And so it's like people like, but I think there's a lot of people that are being like energized. Here's what I'm trying to get to. A lot of people are being energized by Kamala Harris. They are like, it's almost, dare I say, it's almost like an Obama level of energy that she has. Like, remember change? Like, what was Obama's change?
Hope. Change.
I'm not a liberal. I'm not a fucking alt-right asshole. I'm like, what was Obama's dumb fucking thing? Change.
He was about like changing stuff.
You know these Democrats are always trying to change shit. Stuff is fine. It's fine. You know these fucking Democrats, like change.
Get that shit out of here.
Change. That's such a stupid. I'm doing such a one-dimensional take. Kamala's like, I want change. Trump's like, I want things to be the same.
Yeah, but you're right. She's people are excited by her political candidacy skill. She's a smooth politician.
You're right. She's charismatic. She is a woman. She is older. She's younger. Compared to all other, I'm like looking at the wrinkles in her neck. She's young. Kamala looks like she's 18.
Middle age.
Kamala looks like a child compared to Trump.
That's true.
I mean, it's like Trump. But you know, obviously, we know that like when they do the debates, they send the video feed through an anti-aging AI processor.
Yeah.
Before we even see it.
Beauty.
I'm not even supposed to say that, but. They send the video.
Your inside information.
I mean, I know people, you know.
Yeah.
I know people on the inside.
That'd be hilarious. They just like look like babies.
They are. I mean, they are. See, and I guess I want to temper. I want people to curb their enthusiasm about either candidate. Like being excited about a candidate is cringe. It's cringe to be excited about, except for Bernie. Bernie was probably the only candidate in history. I almost voted for Bernie.
Okay.
And Andrew Yang. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I like Asians.
Also, like he was just like, I'll give you thousands of dollars. Just like
Kamala's doing that too. She's like, I'll give first-time home buyers a $25,000 down payment assistance. But you know what the difference is? Bernie and Andrew Yang were like, I'll just give you $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Or Andrew Yang at least was like, I'll give you $1,000 a month. You know, and I think what's not resonating with me with Kamala or with a lot of Americans, Kamala is like, I will give you a $25,000 down payment assistance on your first home purchase. 40% of people, they don't know what a down payment is.
Yeah.
They're so disconnected from the world of real estate. They don't know what down payment assistance means.
Right.
Like, I think that just goes through in one ear and out the other.
Also, it's just like people are really having trouble buying homes. They're probably just like giving up on it. It's like a few $1,000s on a down, like wow, it's going to help me a lot. This
Yes.
Like $300,000 home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Kamala's like, I know it's hard to buy a home out there. I know you're struggling, but I'm going to give you $25,000 in down payment assistance. Great. Now I just need $275 more $1,000, bitch, to get a fucking bullshit. Well, $300K for a down payment is a lot of money.
That would be an insane down payment.
Yeah, that would be a pretty big down payment. Maybe, I don't know.
That's
maybe
a total mortgage.
Maybe I'm being sold. Maybe Kamala's selling me.
Yeah.
$25,000 down payment assistance is pretty good. $6,000 tax credit. She's trying to get us fucking. Not you and I, but like Kamala's trying to get the couples fucking.
Oh, damn. I was hoping it was me and you.
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless we adopt a baby, then we could get the down.
Oh, okay.
Also, that would be infidelity on both our parts.
Right.
Which is wrong.
As Christians?
As
Christian podcasters?
That's the only reason it's bad. Like, look, as a Christian, I can't cheat. If I wasn't Christian, I would fucking cheat.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that a little loose?
Just keep going.
So thank you. Oh, right here?
No, Mitch's right hand. Oh, this bottom one?
Twist that.
Tighten that righty tighty. There we go.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
There we go.
Guys, this is a little bit of a different episode.
Yeah.
We're learning and I'm listening and learning. Have you heard that phrase?
Yeah. Politicians
use that. I'm listening and learning. I'm listening, I'm learning. Kamala's listening and learning. So I don't know. My overall impression, I think Kamala won. I think Kamala decisively beat Trump. I think Trump is used to debating an old man, a corpse.
Yeah.
Trump is used to be debating a corpse that like you can just poke and he goes, ah!
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Trump goes, Joe Biden, why didn't you do anything? And Joe goes, ah!
Yeah. He would be like, they're eating the dogs. And Joe Biden would be like, I had a dog. I remember my childhood dog, Fluffy. Just like that.
Yeah. And then Trump will be like, you didn't even feed your dog, Joe. Joe, you never fed your dogs. They died. The dogs are dead. So I think Trump was caught off guard by Kamala's consciousness. I think he was not expecting to debate someone who was conscious.
Yeah.
He's used to debating people who are unconscious or semi-conscious. So I think that we'll see. I dare I say there may be a repeat of what happened in 2016.
Sure.
When everyone thought Hillary was a slam dunk. And then Trump comes out of left field and wins. And then we had no matter which way you swing, which candidate wins, you're going to have civil unrest. Like there's going to be civil unrest either way.
Are you saying that it might be that Trump wins again out of left field or that Kamala wins?
I think Trump's going to win out of left field.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, I think that there's a ton of I could be totally wrong about this, but I follow Kamala's campaign very closely. She has an Instagram where she is really tapping into Gen Z language.
Yeah.
So Kamala has I'll pull up a post right now. It was she's using I would be so fucking mad if I was a gay black drag queen. You want to? No, not just because of my general existence.
Right. Okay.
I'd be so mad
you
if I was.
You couldn't be further from gay black drag queen. You couldn't pick a more different guy.
You can really clip up any 2 seconds of this show and ruin my life.
Yeah.
Like the part was like, you ever watch We Are 18 on Pornhub? You cut that up and ruin my life.
Yeah.
Or you can be like, I would be so mad if I was a gay black drag queen. You cut that up and ruin my
You
life.
just wake up tomorrow. You're like, fuck.
Good thing I'll never have a career in comedy. Okay. So Kamala HQ, I need to stop with the negative self-talk. You ever do negative self-talk?
Never. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Kamala is using the. I'm all over the place today, and I apologize. The reason I said I would be very upset if I was a gay black drag queen is because gay black drag queens are the genesis of a lot of new language and phrases in English. It's giving broke boy. Not you, like, I don't know, like not you with the Gucci bag. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of, you know
right.
what
Yeah.
like, there's other ones. Like mood.
Okay, it's a mood. Yeah.
It's a mood. Yeah. It's a vibe. So all of this stuff, and I could be wrong about this too, but I think a lot of this stuff comes from gay black drag culture, black drag queens, like, and then I don't know. This is my theory. This could be like wrong, but I think gay black drag queens think of all the new language. Then white women who hang out with gay dudes take it from them, and then the husbands of the white women who work for marketing at Roku take that language from the white women, and then it ends up on our fucking TV screens.
On Roku
City. On Roku City.
And we're living in Roku City.
We do live in Roku City.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I get it. Like if I made up a phrase, or demure, that was a black woman made up demure. It's very demure, very mindful. So literally Kamala, she's using that in all of her, I'll go to a random Instagram reel. Like I'm gonna read you the caption. This is Kamala's official campaign page on Instagram. And I'm going to read you the captions. This is a political campaign. Ready? Bro is cooked. Cry emoji. She's so real for that. Follow Kamala HQ on TikTok, a Chinese psyop. Clock it. I mean,
there's a lot of Gen Z shit.
Well, the thing is, it's Gen Z, but Gen Z co-opted it from, I think, gay black drag queens.
Yeah, gay black drag think tank. At Google.
Hey, it's called House of Yes in Brooklyn.
Right. Yeah.
But like, so I think that like there's a lot of people that are like, she's energizing a lot of people whose votes don't fucking matter. Our votes don't matter. Anyone in a blue state, their votes don't matter. And what she's doing is energizing a lot of people that are already on her side.
Yeah, Trump does that too, though. I mean, it's both sides that kind of do that. I mean, like that's, I think, the problem with Trump also is he just kind of talks to his own people too much. Like that idea that immigrants are cooking up people's hamsters and shit.
I like you added the cooking.
Cooking up.
He's like, they're eating their dogs. You're like, yeah, they cook them, they season them. Yeah. They're seasoning them.
They're seasoning the parakeets.
I love how you're like about to refute the idea, but you're like, the idea that these immigrants are seasoning and cooking, they don't season food.
Yeah.
You think Haitians have seasoning? Yeah. What are you saying?
They're putting Old Bay on the Yeah. But that would kind of fly. That would fly with his people. But it just looks insane to somebody that's
true.
Yeah.
So right. You have two candidates that are, and again, this is whatever everyone knows, two candidates that are pandering to their bases.
Yeah.
So the question is, like, it's the ultimately, I think these two candidates are pandering so hard to their own bases, and they're so disconnected from each other. Kamala is using Gen Z language to tap into the liberals that watch Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. And Trump is saying immigrants are going to rape and kill and eat your pets.
Rape your pets?
I added the rape.
They're having sex with the pets?
They're, and you know who doesn't care? the woman in Ohio with diabetes who's a swing voter.
Right.
Like the woman in Ohio with diabetes doesn't care about Kamala going, it's giving broke boy.
Right.
And she doesn't care about Trump being like, immigrants are going to kill your dog. She's going to die of diabetes and no one's going to help her.
Yeah. Kamala needs to have like a I love Jolly Ranchers or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some Midwest shit.
Yeah.
All you need to do as a candidate is you just need to like be like, is to tap into the swing voters that I don't know, that are undecided. But like, I don't know. I think that like here's the disconnect. The disconnect, I think, and I think I don't know. I think Trump is behind Trump has really trended down in the last month. And I'm not going to vote. I'm trying to be unbiased here. I'm not for either candidate. Again, like I was, show me a candidate that's going to stop lobbying the government. Neither, let's just be clear. Neither candidate wants to end lobbying.
Yeah.
Neither candidate wants to do campaign finance reform. Neither candidate wants to legalize fentanyl. The most important issue, it's legalize fentanyl. Legalize all drugs. I'm not even joking.
It might work. I don't know. Yeah.
If you went up there and you're like, I want to legalize fentanyl. Do you know how many do you know how many votes you would get? You want to know how you get the Midwest swing state voters? You go, I will legalize fentanyl. Yeah. Legalize it. And then you shoot heroin if you shot fentanyl on the debate stage, you would win the debate.
Maybe. Fentanyl users are not probably getting out to vote though. You know what I mean?
Just imagine some guy overdosing on fentanyl with an I voted sticker. That's going to happen. Yeah. You're going to have a guy who votes for Kamala and then overdose on fentanyl the next morning.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. Yeah. Statistically, that will happen.
Probably one guy.
It will be me. I'll be in Ohio doing a gig.
Yeah.
And I'll overdose on fentanyl the next day. No, I think, I don't know, dude. It's let's not spend all day on the debate, but I think Kamala won. I recommend you go watch the debate. It's probably more entertaining than any episode of television out right now.
Yeah, it's like a podcast. People kind of
this
hang
is
out.
A pod.
Yeah, debates. That's why I love the debates. People hanging out,
it's
talking for a while. Yeah. And you just go home. Nothing changes. Yeah.
It was wild, man. I can't get enough of politics right now.
Yeah.
It's just so fun that like, it's the same old shit. Everyone pretends to care every 4 years. I don't even care. The thing is, I don't even care who wins.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill myself anyway.
Don't do that.
I'm already giving my stuff away.
This is the negative self-talk.
Do you want this
we
show?
need to work on. What?
You want my show?
Do I want it? Sure. Sean's show and it's just me.
Sean's show with Mitch.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Can we get another story going?
Sure.
Guys, thanks for bearing with us. I just met Mitch yesterday and we're still figuring it out. I feel like we're getting a groove going though.
Hell yeah.
It just takes a while, guys. So don't, I hope you're, Mitch, I forgot to tell you, I have a segment on my show where I answer questions from my fans.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
I'm going to see if I got any questions. No, I got so I have a fan, Gary.
What's Gary's situation?
I don't know anything about Gary.
Okay.
But I have a Facebook group called Sean Show.
Yeah.
And there's 17 members, which you should join, facebook.com/group/Sean Show. Okay. But he comments and he usually asks me a question. And I go, hey, I'm recording today. Ask a question or a topic and we'll talk about it on the show. Gary commented, but he didn't ask a question.
What did Gary say?
He was just like, we talk about Boeing a lot, like I said.
Yeah.
So Gary goes, I'm going to tell Boeing that you talked bad about them and we'll see if they get to you before you can record the episode.
Gary, don't do that, please.
Gary actually messaged Boeing, the Boeing Instagram, and said, Sean Reilly's been talking mad shit about your passenger planes.
Gary, cool it.
You're not going to they'll kill me.
We're in a high-rise building in Manhattan right now, Gary. You need to cool it with the plane stuff. Right?
We are. Happy 9/11.
Yes. Yeah.
I forgot we had to talk about 9/11.
I told myself I wasn't going to forget, but then I forgot.
I feel like people are forgetting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like the VMAs are today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The VMAs are today. Like people are living their lives Look, it says 9/11 on the clock. Like,
It's crazy.
I don't know, dude. Where do you remember 9/11? How old are you?
A little bit. I'm 28.
Okay, dude,
Yeah.
me too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
We
so
are like the same guy.
pretty much.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Born on different coasts. That's nuts.
Yeah, I remember it we were in kindergarten then?
I was in second grade. I'm kind of a smart.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I remember like going home, but it also could be like one of those things. You know how people say they like remember being born?
Yeah.
It could be one of those things where it's like, you know,
It's a fake memory.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what I mean? I was in kindergarten. I don't remember really anything else, any other day from kindergarten, really. I remember some things from kindergarten, but yeah.
Do you remember that specific day? Any details?
Not really. Like some people say they remember like adults were upset and stuff. I don't really remember that, but yeah. Do you remember anything?
I remember the whole day.
Yeah.
I was in a plane, passenger plane. No.
Oh, okay.
I was in a cave in Iraq with my mom. No, I was in kindergarten and my I remember because it was in the morning. I got to kindergarten because I was on the West Coast and we're 3 hours ahead or behind. Yeah. I always mix those up. I'm like retarded.
That's fine.
But it happened at 9 a.m. Eastern, which means it happened at 6 a.m. West Coast time.
Yeah.
But for some reason I think I got to kindergarten at 7 a.m. Pacific time, which would have been 10 a.m. Basically, my mom dropped me off and then she picked me up like a half hour later when they realized what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I remember my mom speeding down our road, speeding down the neighborhood road at like 70 miles an hour. I'm like, bitch, you're going to kill us.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to let these terrorists win. You're going to kill us. It was crazy. And she was crying, and that's really all I remember. It was kind of a blur.
Yeah.
Other than that. And yeah, dude. And now there's a lot of people younger than us that don't even remember 9/11.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people younger than us think of 9/11 like we think of Pearl Harbor.
Right.
Like I don't give a fuck about Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Or no, it's bad. It was bad. But
yeah,
like,
I have no emotional memory of Pearl Harbor.
It's disconnect. It might as well be like Christopher Columbus arriving to the United States.
Yeah.
Or the America.
My mom picked me up early that day.
My mom picked me up early. I don't really know. I don't know. So yeah, but it's a day to reflect. It's my girlfriend and I. It's our anniversary today.
Right.
We made our anniversary on 9/11, and we're gonna go enjoy.
You moved the day to 9/11.
We did. I'm not even. We moved the day.
Yeah.
I think our first date was on the 13th, but we moved it to 9/11 just as like a fuck you to terrorism.
Right.
Like love beats all.
Yeah.
Love trumps hate.
That's so beautiful, man. What'd you get? What are you guys gonna do?
I got her like I said, I got her a Chapel Roan record. We're gonna try to go to the VMAs.
Really?
We like you can like go on the VMAs website and request tickets.
Interesting.
So I was like, I'm gonna surprise my girlfriend with VMA tickets. That's what she told me to write.
Okay.
So I don't know, but we're gonna do some Italian food and we're gonna maybe go to the memorial. But it's a really, you know, I don't know, like she was like, you know, we were talking about 9/11 yesterday and she was like, you know, it was such a dark time for the world and we couldn't really laugh. It was impossible to laugh. I was like, I laughed after the first plane hit the tower. I was laughing after the first plane hit. I was writing jokes.
Yeah.
That's the next, you need to do that.
Right.
Like when that school shooting happened in Georgia a few days ago, you have to joke about it immediately or you're a pussy.
Yeah.
We're going to let the dust settle like a bitch. I'm gonna let the dust settle and see what other people have to say before I say it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, let's talk. What else do we have going on, Mitch?
Well, we got Texas Democrat candidate hits bong in ad campaign.
Let's do that. That's going to be a fun one. We got one more story, Max, and we're going to fire it up. I'll let you know. Oh, it should be on the tab. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually go back, Mitch. It's the second link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that one. So, full screen that.
And I'm running for the
pause
Texas
it.
House of Representatives.
Okay. So there's a woman, Sally Duvall. I have never met her. I just saw this on Twitter. I thought it was funny. Running for the House of Representatives in Texas. And there's a campaign video where she's hitting a bong. And I just thought this was a very funny departure from a Texas culture.
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of people will say Texas is its own country. And I've lived in Texas for 3 years.
Yeah, right.
They're not the South. It's not like you grew up fundamentalist Christian.
Yeah.
It's not like Tennessee South where it's like,
Yeah.
I love God, I love my family, I hate drugs. Get those devil drugs out of my house. Texas is more like all of the, I love God, I love my family, I love getting high.
Yeah.
I love guns. The government, get the fuck out of my face.
Right.
I'm gonna get high all day, hit my kids. I'm
gonna crash my truck into a wall. The government can't do shit.
Why should the government say whether or not I can crash my truck?
Yeah.
And so Sally Duvall is this woman who's running for this image. Let's cut to the video, Maxim. Let's just watch the ad. It's only a minute and a half. And this is what politics in America has been reduced to. Let's watch.
My name is Sally Duvall, and I'm running for the Texas House of Representatives. You might already know what's in this, but do you know who has no idea and no way to test it? Law enforcement. They arrest people every day for marijuana possession, but they don't have the funding to test if it's illegal marijuana or a federally legal hemp product. Our laws are confusing and unclear. While marijuana remains illegal for most Texans, hemp products that can get you high, like Delta 8, Delta 9, and THCA, are being sold at more than 7,000 retailers
Good job.
statewide. Our lieutenant governor, he wants to both regulate and ban these products. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you can't do both of these things. Fortunately, we don't have to choose between safety and legalization. We can and should have both. But it's going to take leaders who know enough and care enough to do what's right. My opponent doesn't, which is a real shame. Not only will legalization and regulation help support our small farmers and medically complex Texans.
So at the end of the ad, like Sally's getting high at the beginning of the ad, and at the end of the ad, she's just in like a fetal position, like, they're getting me! They're gonna come get me! Greg Abbott stood up from his wheelchair! I thought he couldn't walk!
My opponent believes that the moon landing was real.
See, my name is Sally Duvall. My opponent, he believes that we went to the moon. Yeah. And if you do your research for 5-10 minutes, you'll realize we have not been to the moon.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, why? It's like, this is a woman you would look at her and be like, she feels like a woman who's like, I don't want no colored kids hanging out with my white kids.
She just kind of feels like that. Yeah.
It feels like she's like the wife of a slave owner. And to see her hitting like a fatty blunt.
It's a big joint, dude.
It was a big joint.
It's a fatty.
And it's like, if you're just listening and you're not watching the video, she's literally sparking up a joint. And
it's crazy. Also, this is an interesting. Are we on the computer here?
Yes, I think the listeners can see the video.
Okay, yeah. It's funny that she's pretending to roll up an already lit joint.
Let's play that. That's a good observation.
But they don't have the funding to test.
She's just like fingering it. That doesn't make any sense.
She is just like turning the joint. She's not rolling anything.
Yeah. She's just kind of like, I mean, this is what I'm running on, guys. She just want to make sense.
I guarantee you, as soon as this campaign ad ended, she fucking threw that on the ground and stepped on it. She's like, I hate that shit.
I don't know,
I fucking
man.
hate smoking that shit.
I think she chiefs blunts, dude. I think this lady gets high. She's
You're
like,
right.
It's like she might have been a little bit of a wine and
wine
and more wine sort of lady before this, and she's like, this is my glass of wine. You know what I mean?
You know, it's politics is just so crazy right now when you have like what's lost on her and a lot of politicians that are trying to be like innovative. Like, I would say this is an attempt at innovation, political innovation, going outside the norm to like make a name for yourself. I respect the attempt, but what's lost on me is that she, she's like, it's just so upsetting that like, imagine you got prosecuted for possessing marijuana and spent years in jail for it. Then you see some dumb white cunt smoking a weed in a campaign ad. I want to kill this woman. I want to blow her brains out. You know what I mean?
Because she's smoking weed.
Yeah, it's like, so white women get to smoke weed, but if I smoke weed, I go to jail for 5 years.
That'd be hilarious in this ad. Like at the end of the ad, she gets arrested. Like the DEA shows up with guns and shit. She's like, actually, never mind. You can't vote for me. I'm in jail.
my opponent wants to regulate and criminalize marijuana. DEA, open up!
Yeah.
Sally Duvall, get on the ground.
Shelley Duvall, get on the ground.
She's like, I'm really scared right now. My name is Sally Duvall, and I'm really scared.
She's like in an apartment looking through the peephole. She's like, and I'm actually really paranoid right now. And then she gets arrested.
Unfortunately, weed is not legal. I think I just smoked fentanyl. I'm not sure. I can't sleep ever again. I can't sleep ever. The face on my wall told me I can never sleep again, and I'm a little scared. My name is Sally Duvall. Vote for me. My name is Sally Duvall. I want to represent you in the Texas House of Representatives, and I can't see anything.
Yeah, like on one hand, it's cool that she's like a single issue politician, but on the other hand, she's going to be like voting on amending the state constitution and shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of strange. It's like my political candidate doesn't smoke weed, and you can trust me. You know?
Yeah, she's basically like my opponent
is not chill.
My opponent doesn't get high. Your Honor, my opponent does not get high. So that's what up and down. You got the federal election, which is crazy, and then even at the local or state level, it's more whatever insanity is at the federal level is even more insane at the local and state level. Like, because these are not people that could even get to the federal level. Like, imagine you're trying to pursue a career in politics. You can't. This is like the fucking.
It's minor league ball.
It's like minor league baseball. Exactly. Yeah. It's you're not even in the AAU tournaments.
The Denver Shimmers or something.
Yeah, it's like the Texas House of Representatives is like the fucking Florida, the Tampa podcast microphones. Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. I just thought it was stupid.
Tampa podcasters.
The Tampa. Yeah, that's
the most lethal ball team. Not Tampa.
The Tampa alt-right podcasters.
Right.
But we can take these off. That was a video I wanted to watch. So, that was really good. Let's do one more story. We'll wrap it up, and then. Guys, if you like what we're doing, we're going to continue the episode on the Patreon, which you can subscribe to for $5 a month. So thanks for listening. What else do we got going on, Mitch?
Israel strikes humanitarian zone. Some of the deadliest strikes of the war have come when Israel targets Hamas leaders among large groups of civilians.
That's boring. Let's not that one.
No, not that one? Okay. The police surveillance state has arrived.
Okay, yeah, let's end on this.
Cops are testing Apple Vision Pro for use in surveillance.
Could you read that little excerpt that I cut out there?
Fondue man. How do you say this? Some guy said Apple's tool... Fontenot.
He's a French tyrant. That's all you need to know is a French tyrant.
Yeah. Said Apple's tool was a natural fit for real-time crime surveillance centers. Quote, I was able to put on the headset and transport myself into the environment and manipulate different aspects, Fontenot said. I was able to manipulate maps and bring them up in a 3D environment, move assets, place officers in vehicles, and manipulate camera feeds. It was eye-opening.
Okay.
I've never worn those Apple Vision goggles, but it was very intuitive. With just a few instructions, I could manipulate and navigate through the mock-up of a city. I put myself within that augmented reality. I could see in real time how I would shoot an instant black man. I'm going to guess Fontenot didn't actually say that last part.
I added that last line at the end.
Right.
But, so, I've actually talked about Orange County before, or not, Southern California. Southern California is surprisingly No, not surprised. Maybe not. Southern California it's interesting because it's very liberal, right? But it's also very invested in the surveillance state and defense contracting. Yeah. So I did a story a few weeks ago where I talked about how, or I didn't do a story. I didn't do the reporting.
Yeah.
I talked about a story where there's a city in San Diego County called Chula Vista. And Chula Vista is deploying drones to do police surveillance. And it's the first city across the whole United States that's doing surveillance, unmanned drones flying over the hood. You know?
Intense.
Unmanned drones flying over the hood, watching you record a rapper.
Right.
Produce rappers while they chief.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in Chula Vista. And so I thought this was I want to draw a connection between that and this. In Orange County, which is like right north of San Diego County, now they want to use VR headsets to put police officers in areas to surveil the public in real time.
Yeah.
And they think this is like a good thing. They think that this is a good thing. They think it's good for safety. And I have like it's insanity.
Yeah. That's one of the problems. I had a friend who was trying to develop AR technology, and that's like one of the only real like good uses for it is to train like combat training and stuff. Like otherwise you don't need like things in your environment. You can just have things. It's a hard thing to like actually apply the technology besides defense contracts and it's like police training and stuff. It's kind of a military technology.
Every new technology, I think, ends up starting in every new startup eventually becomes a defense contractor.
Yeah.
Like literally Google's a defense contractor. Apple's a defense contractor. You know,
AWS, is that what it is?
AWS, Amazon's.
Yeah.
They're all working with DARPA.
Yeah.
Like these tech companies. And so it's like, we need to remember, like I'm from Silicon Valley. We need to remember that these entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley are not trying to they always say crazy shit. You ever listen to someone from Silicon Valley talk? They go, I want to increase the amount of joy in the world. you go, what's your startup about? What's the nature of, what's your product or service? They go, I want to increase the amount of joy in the world.
Yeah.
There's not enough joy. And then you go, okay,
they're taking the Kamala strats.
Yeah,
I just want like happiness. You know?
I'm a joyful warrior.
Yeah.
And you go, oh yeah, what's the product? And they go, it's a VR headset to oppress black men in the hood.
Right.
You know,
race profiling. It's like beep, 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 Chinese.
Literally, these goggles are going to be used. It's going to be like beep, 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 white, ding, ding, white, ding, ding, black.
Yeah. But yeah, like surveillance and like tracking people. I mean, it's already a thing in some countries where they surveil people and they, have profiles on people.
It's literally like there's like, I want to increase the amount of joy in the world, and you're like, oh yeah, how are you going to do that? I'm going to surveil black men in Compton.
Yeah.
How are you going to increase joy in the world? I'm going to give police officers virtual reality goggles that allow them to oppress black men at twice the rate that they're doing it now. Yeah. That's the way I'm going to increase joy.
Yeah,
I'm a joyful warrior.
Cleanse Silicon Valley of all its undesirable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's so let's click on the article and let's see if there's anything else in this scroll. What I do, how I read the news, and this is why the show is so I'm so uninformed. I don't read the first few paragraphs. Just go to the middle of the article, and that's usually where the funny part of the article is. Just choose a random
hamburger strategy. They put all the meat in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Just a random paragraph and just
Apple didn't respond to request for comment. Of course.
That is the funniest line.
What's the angle here? Are they trying to spin this as like a positive thing? Let's see.
Let's read the headline actually.
House are testing Apple Vision Pro for use in surveillance. Forbes. Come on, they're making me subscribe to Forbes. Just do a little quick refresh there. Piloting VR assets create a virtual version of its crime center.
Could you read the headline from the top? just so people know.
Yeah, the Orange County Sheriff's Department is piloting the VR headsets to create a virtual version of its crime centers. So literally kind of what you're talking about. It's like we're gonna sort of like 3D scan Compton and place all the gangbangers in the metaverse.
Yeah, no, dude, that's exactly what's going on. They're putting Jose in the metaverse. They're literally putting Jose,
man Jose in
they're putting Sally Duvall in the metaverse, dude.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen to the entire country.
Yeah.
We're gonna have New York. We're gonna have the NYPD is gonna VR scan the city in real time. They're gonna have cameras, dude. Fucking Internet of Things. You know Internet of Things? You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
IoT can't, if you don't know, it's like a bunch of connected devices to the main internet servers.
Yeah.
They're gonna live stream the entire country, public spaces of the entire country, live streaming all those camera angles, right? Send them.
I mean, this sort of thing happened like with all the riots with the George Floyd. Like you could pretty much see everything.
Yeah, it was in 4K.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could see him overdose on fentanyl in 4K.
Right.
All right, that was. Did you know?
I have friends that died.
Oh.
Well, didn't die, but overdosed.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Is that a sensitive topic?
I mean, we can joke about it, but that maybe if I had a reaction, that was.
Oh no, I thought you were reacting like you actually thought he overdosed on fentanyl, because a lot of people said
George Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh, really?
That's interesting. That's a Shelley Duvall take right there.
That is Shelley. Shelley's like, my name is Shelley Duvall. I want to legalize marijuana in the great state of Texas. And did you know George Floyd overdosed on fentanyl?
Here's the thing, my fellow Americans, my fellow Texans. I feel that George Floyd wasn't smoking the right type of weed.
Now, if weed was legal, maybe George Floyd wouldn't have felt the need to sell cigarettes for $2 a pop.
Get him on a nice, calm indica strain. Yeah.
No, but a lot of racists, cop bootlicking bitches thought that George Floyd overdosed on a drug while a knee was on his neck. I mean, it's like, that was an insane conspiracy theory.
The knee didn't help, even if he was overdosing on drugs.
Yeah, that's how I would prosecute the cop. I'd be like, hey, maybe he was on fentanyl. The knee didn't help. God. So this story about the Orange County drones. Is there anything else in the what's that paragraph right there? What does that say?
Orange County Sheriff's Department CIO Dave Fontenot told Forbes that he'd use the headset to remotely access a virtual version of real-time crime centers,
make sure the mic's right there.
From which he could view maps and police databases and subsequently do things like deploy officers to a location. This could one day remove the need for expensive centralized real-time crime centers with myriad screens for displaying the data. So basically he's saying like, if we up the surveillance, we're not going to need to work as hard.
That's what it always is. It's a cost. Every startup is always like, it's a cost savings. We're going to save you. Like the executives at Apple that went to the Orange County Police Department, they were like, how much are you spending on killing black men today? $10 million? What if I could told you could do that for $1 million? Yeah. Would you buy our headsets? What if I had told you you could kill black men at the same rate for 10% of the current cost?
Yeah.
And then the CIO of, also, why does the Orange County Police Department have a CIO? That's fucking crazy. Dude, I'm telling you.
What is a CIO? I don't know.
Oh, Chief Investment Officer.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's Chief Investment Officer. Sometimes it's Chief Innovation Officer.
Right. Could be both. What do you think this guy is?
Probably Chief Innovation Officer.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, dude, Silicon Valley is poisoning everything.
Yeah.
Even culturally, police departments, everyone wants to be the CIO. Everyone wants to be a CFO. So they're taking the board of a corporation and they're applying all those labels to a police department. I don't want the police department to have a CIO.
You have to be like super profitable.
I don't want the police department to be a highly profitable technology company.
Yeah.
Okay, that happens to arrest people.
Yeah,
fucking
they do
crazy.
it with insane efficiency.
Yeah, it's like we're only, and like, again, this is the kind of shit that politicians don't talk about. They don't talk about the stuff that dude, if either candidate, Kamala or Trump, mentioned the words Federal Reserve, I'd vote for them immediately.
Yeah,
I don't even care what the context is. Even if they said I love the Federal Reserve,
just mention it.
Just mention inflation. Mention money printing.
Yeah.
Mention lobbying. I'm not even like a super smart guy. These are the things that are crippling the country.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard to understand. Money corrupts politics. So we need to get money out of politics. But they even know this shit. And that's the disgusting thing, is that people are energized by Kamala's energy, but they don't realize that she doesn't fucking care. Sally Duvall doesn't care about you. Sally Duvall just wants to get high. Sally Duvall just wants to get high. Kamala is on Wellbutrin talking to you about spreading joy. You think she's going to spread joy to Palestine? With what? Tactical nukes?
Yeah.
You know what? You know how I love spreading joy? Sending tactical nukes to Palestine, to the West Bank.
We need to get the Palestinians on Wellbutrin. That's the problem. They're too depressed, man.
1 in 3 Palestinians is depressed. And do you know why? I think you do know why.
It's a chemical imbalance in the brain, right?
It's because they don't have access to Wellbutrin.
Yeah.
So that's why, as they're being bombed by Israel, we're gonna give them not only will we give them bombs, we will give them Wellbutrin.
Give them bombs in the face. We'll also give them Wellbutrin.
We will let them eat cake. We will give them Wellbutrin. We will give them nuclear weapons. We will give them, not food, but we will give them Wellbutrin. There'll be like a 4-year-old in Palestine being like, I'm really hungry. My whole family got blown up by a bomb. I'm really hungry. Have you tried Zoloft?
Damn, bro, you sound depressed.
Dude, that sucks. Have you thought about maybe like you have like a neuro, are you neurodivergent?
How's your sleep been?
It's literally like a little guy, like a little kid named Ahmed's like, my whole family's gone. I literally don't know how I'm going to go on. I'm mad. I don't even know who to be mad at. I was born into chaos. And I'm so confused. And Kamala Harris would show up and be like, I think you're neurodivergent.
Yeah.
I think you're not neurotypical. Yeah. And what I think you need is a cocktail of drugs. Have you watched The Sopranos? You need to be on Prozac.
Yeah, this is not very brat of you to be depressed right now. You don't need to suffer.
It's giving broke boy. What it's giving is broke boy.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our show, guys. We got to wrap it up. We're going to continue on the Patreon. I hope you guys don't think I'm selling out because I added a Patreon. That's not bad.
No. If you enjoyed the show, if you laughed a little, had a good time, check out the Patreon. We're going to try to keep doing this.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah.
I'm paying you to say that, but I appreciate it.
Hey,
I appreciate it. No, I hope you guys like Mitch. Let me know in the comments if you like Mitch. I think I like Mitch.
Let us know if you hate Mitch. Just comment.
Yeah. No, don't. If you hate Mitch, keep it to yourself. Also,
Gary, right? That's the guy's name.
Gary.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gary. Gary's really the only guy that listens to this right now.
Yeah. Send us some more questions, Gary.
Send us, guys. So that's the show. Again, we're going to continue. We're going to do a little bit of a shorter Patreon episode. If you want to keep listening, can you pull up the stories and tell people that what we're going to cover on the Patreon is pretty much whatever we didn't cover here.
We're going to talk cryptocurrency.
We're going to talk crypto. I know you guys are all autistic losers. I know you want to hear me talk about cryptocurrency.
Yeah, we got hot scoop on the new hot cryptos.
So we're going to talk about terrorist cryptocurrency on the Patreon. Please go hit that link in the description and subscribe, sign up. It's $5 a month. I know you're rich, or even if you're not rich, I want you to, let's say you have $5 to your name and you listen to Sean's show and you need to feed your child. I want you to spend that money on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Because you know what's more important than feeding your child? Feeding your mind.
And investing in the right cryptocurrency.
And investing in the right crypto, which we will talk about on the Patreon. So follow the show on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, like the show on YouTube. Just do all of it. You know what to do. I'm really trying here, guys. I'm really fucking trying. And I feel like you guys are not giving me the numbers that I need. So how about you get on board? How about you either follow the show on Spotify or just unfollow it or just quit? Just like hit the little X on your screen, hit the little X and click out of the show. you know? Because like I don't want people that are half invested in the show. This fan base will be aggressive.
We're trying to raise a militia, really.
This is less of a podcast and more of a January 6th 2.0.
Right.
But not for the right, it's for the centrists.
Right.
I'm trying to raise an army of elite centrists.
Yeah.
I'm trying to basically what I'm trying to do is to get as, you know how everyone's like, get out there and vote? Mm-hmm. My whole platform is I want the least amount of people to vote as possible.
Yeah.
I want to turn people off from voting.
Right.
It's kind of like if I die, or I will die someday, if I can look back on my life and be like, I stopped thousands of people from voting in an election, I'll die a happy man.
Beautiful. Well, yeah.
That's the show, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
I love you. We're going to keep going on the Patreon. Have a great week. Also on the Patreon, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift. She just endorsed Kamala.
Yes.
So that's juicy as fuck. We're going to talk about that. So please join. That's the show. Bye.
Bye.